Master of Sass, the Surge. Wu had gotten his school up and running with the ninja as teachers. Irene's younger cousins were also attending the school. Irene stood before her class. "Okay, boys and girls, that's all I've got for this lesson," she announced. The students looked a little disappointed. "One more thing?" Marla asked. Irene thought for a moment, then grinned. "All right, you ready to hear something really mind-blowing?" she said. The kids all leaned forward eagerly. "Bat wings are just skin stretched between their long fingers," Irene told them. "Therefore, bats fly through the power of jazz hands." It took a moment for it to sink in, but once it did, the kids lost it, giggling and waving their hands at each other in imitation of a bat flying. The bell rang. "And that's recess. Have fun, kiddos," Irene said, heading down to the teacher's lounge as the children went outside. She walked in to see Jay standing by the fridge, a spoon in his hand and an annoyed look on his face. "All right, who took my pudding cup? My name was clearly written on it," he said. "I didn't see Motormouth on it," Cole replied, finishing off a pudding cup. "I'm telling the headmaster," Jay said. "Leave me out of it. I'm on break too," Wu called, pouring himself some tea. "Calm down, Jay. I saw this coming," Irene said, walking over to the fridge and pulling out another pudding cup from the back. "Oh, gimme," Jay said happily, and Irene tossed it to him. Is anyone else chapped that Lloyd gets to be the golden ninja and fly around accepting awards while we're stuck here being teachers with no powers?" Jay asked. "I miss our elemental weapons." "I'm enjoying it. I like working with kids, and I get to see my cousins more often," Irene said. "Yeah, your cousins being here is nice. Cooper's the only one in my class who listens to me," Cole said. "Yeah, Alana's the only one who doesn't make fun of me," Jay added, raising an eyebrow suspiciously. "And Kira helps me keep order in the classroom," Zane said. "And Alex is more well-behaved than the other students," Kai said, narrowing his eyes. "Irene, did you purposely place one of your cousins in each of your classes and tell them to go easy on us?" Irene giggled. "Nope, I requested Wu put him there, and I never breathed a word to them about going easy on you. They do it of their own volition because they actually respect you and look up to you," she said. Nia ran in, shutting the door behind her as the little boy called, "Hi, Miss Nia. I like your dress, Miss Nia." "Why is it that when I teach, I get the feeling that the only boy who listens to me is Brian?" she asked. "Probably because Brian respects you very much," Irene guessed. "Hi, Miss Nia. I saved you some pudding," Jay said, offering the pudding cup. "What did we talk about?" Nia asked him, putting her hands on her hips. "Oh, right, boundaries," Jay remembered, scooting back. "Hey, did you guys hear the news?" Nia asked. "There's trouble?" Kai asked, getting excited. "Danger?" Jay said. "An emergency?" Zane added. "Oh, a new menace," Cole guessed. Irene shook her head. "You bozos. What is it, Nia?" "We got clearance for a field trip," Nia announced. The boys groaned in disappointment. "Not just any field trip. A field trip to tour Borg Industries," Nia added. Jay gasped excitedly. "Not the Borg Industries, as in home to the super genius recluse savant Cyrus Borg, inventor of the hover car and everything else cool in this world," he cried. Zane kicked him to make him shut up. "Who cares about Cyrus Borg?" Kai said. "If you ask me, people should concern themselves with the lessons of the past, not waste their time on tomorrow when—" "They already left, Kai," Irene interrupted, gesturing to the empty room. He groaned in disappointment. "Come on, we gotta get the kids ready," she told him, walking out the door. The students loaded up onto the bus, with Nia driving. A few of the kids were none too happy about their mode of transportation. "Why can't we take Ultra Dragon or the Ultrasonic Grader?" Brad demanded. "Because they don't have one of these," Cole replied, holding up the mic. "Pretty cool, huh? I'm on a microphone. I am the MC, the mighty Cole." "Mr. Cole is the worst," Brad said. "I heard that," Cole replied. "I taught them well," Irene snickered, wiping a fake tear from her eye. Cole glared at her. "So we really are going back to the city. We haven't been there since, well, you know," Kai said. "Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. We only have today," Wu said, "or else this offer expires. Get a move on, Nia." "Aye, aye, Sensei," Nia said, driving toward the city. "Okay, give me the mic, Cole," Irene said. Cole was a little confused, but handed it to her anyway. "In order to avoid bus ride boredom, we're going to do a quick review of today's lessons," Irene announced. I promise it'll be fun. We'll start with Mr. Kai's class, then Mr. J's class, then Mr. Zane, Mr. Cole, Miss Nia, then my class. And our beloved headmaster will have a bonus round with some fortune cookie wisdom. What do y'all think? The bus erupted in excited chattering. Okay, settle down. Kai, get on up here and start quizzing your class, Irene said. Kai took the mic and started asking questions, his students quickly shouting out the answers. How'd you do that? The only ones who will listen to the rest of us are your cousins, but you got all of them in the palm of your hand. What's the secret? Jay asked. Irene grinned. I guess I'm the favorite teacher. But really, you just have to relate to them a little, set boundaries, call them out on their nonsense, and just be really excited to see them. You're just very likable, Irene, Cole said. Maybe it's the eyes. Irene shrugged. I'll just ask the kids who's their favorite teacher and why. They finally made it to New Ninjago City, and they were all amazed at the technological advancements. Wow, Nia breathed. You leave town a short while, and she yelped as the bus crashed into a mail truck. Ugh, who here still uses wheels anymore? Get with the program, the postman shouted. Don't worry, we'll free you up, Cole said, getting off the bus. Time for some old school muscle tool. He lifted up the mail truck with his super strength, freeing him from the collision with the bus. Stand back, pedestrian, a security bot said, approaching the scene. Who are you calling pedestrian? Cole said, offended. Does he know that a pedestrian is a walking person? Kira whispered to Irene. I think he just forgot. Don't say anything to him, Irene replied. It appears our help is not welcome, Zane observed. Well, I prefer traveling the old-fashioned way, on foot, Wu said, getting off the bus. Besides, it's not like we can't find where we're going. He gestured to Borg Tower right in front of them. They walked through the automatic doors, Kai getting caught between them. Irene grabbed his sleeve and pulled him along. They were greeted by a female android with a silver ponytail and bright green eyes. Welcome to Borg Industries. I'm Pixel, Cyrus' primary interactive external assistant life form, she said. I'm sorry to hear about the traffic accident. Wow, news travels fast, Cole marveled. Everything in New Ninjago City is fully automated and interconnected. Your antiquated bus should be ready shortly, Pixel told them. She turned to Zane. You are Zane, a droid like me. What does Zane stand for? She asked. I stand for peace, freedom, and courage in the face of all who threaten Ninjago, Zane declared. Jay elbowed him. She means your name, Tinhead, he whispered. I guess I'm just Zane, Zane said. Permission to scan? Pixel requested. Permission granted? Zane said, slightly flustered. Hey, check it out. Zane has an admirer, Jay whispered to Irene. She's totally checking him out, Irene whispered back as Pixel scanned Zane. Your hardware is outdated and your processor is slow and incompatible with ours, Pixel said. Peculiar. All droids must recharge our batteries, yet curiously, I'm unable to locate your energy source. What powers you? Zane was at a loss. I don't know. Mr. Borg would like to see the ninja on the 100th floor. If the others would follow me for the rest of the tour, Pixel said, leading Wu, Nia, and the children deeper into the building. The ninja headed toward the elevator. Hey, Zane, you with us? Cole called, seeing that Zane hadn't moved. He caught up to the rest of them, and they rode the elevator up to the 100th floor. As they entered, the man behind the desk said, I would have guessed ninja to sneak in a window, not use the elevator. Jay gasped excitedly. Oh my gosh, are you? He stuttered. Cyrus Borg? Yes, Cyrus replied. Unfortunately, when my parents gave me a name like that, my future in technology was predetermined. He came out from behind the desk on robotic spider legs. He saw the ninja staring. Ah, yes, these, he said. Sadly, I've been disabled all my life. But it's nothing my mind couldn't fix. Speaking of which, my deepest condolences, Zane. I heard about your father. Oh, he was a brilliant mind. He would have fit right in. Thank you, but loss is inevitable, Zane said. Today, maybe, but not tomorrow. Technology making the impossible possible. The only limit to our potential is that which we don't dream, Cyrus said. Kai looked around the office. Isn't this the same place the Overlord was destroyed? He said. Who dreamed up the idea of building a corporate headquarters here? Ah, what better way to send a message to evil that we won't cower to anyone, Cyrus said. I see, or rather better yet, I don't see the golden ninja. Oh, his hands are a bit full, but we can tell him to stop by when we see him, Cole said. No. I'm glad it's just you five, Cyrus said. I wanted to give you a gift. He walked over to something covered in a green cloth. A gift? Won't say no to that. It wouldn't happen to be cake, would it? Cole asked. Irene gave him a sharp poke. Is food the only thing you think about? She demanded. Cyrus unveiled a statue of himself that played a recording of his voice. The future is what we make it. So no cake, Cole said, taking a step back to avoid Irene poking him again. Oh, wow, a statue of yourself, Kai said in a bored monotone. I know, how cool is that? Jay said happily. You're such a nerd, Irene teased. She saw Cyrus pull Kai aside and whisper something to him, but she couldn't hear what he said. The future is what we make it, the statue said again. I'm sorry to cut this short, but there's things to invent, Cyrus said to the ninja. I hope you can show yourselves out. Ah, okay, of course, Cole said as he, Irene, Jay, and Zane tried to lift up the statue. A little help, he called to Kai, who was looking a little spaced out. Oh, yeah, Kai said, coming to help. As they got on the elevator, Kai said, Guys, something weird is up with Borg. They're called artificial limbs, Kai. I know you hate machines, but you don't have to be rude. We're his guests, Jay scolded. Irene shuddered. Did he have to model them after the thing I hate most? She said. I mean, he was acting suspicious, like he was scared. He said we had to protect them with our lives, Kai said. Them who? Cole wondered. I don't know, but Kai lost his grip on the statue, unbalancing everyone. The statue fell and broke. Oh, great, now look what you've done, Jay said. Zane poked at the broken bits. It's hollow. There's something inside, he realized. What's this? Irene asked, picking up a bundle of white fabric. Why would he give us new ninja outfits? Cole wondered, picking up 2 more bundles of red and black fabric. Guys, hate to admit it, but maybe Kai is onto something. And what exactly are these? Kai said, picking up one of 5 weapon-like objects. The lights flashed red as an alarm went off. Techno blades located. Apprehend. Will the assailants please stand down and drop the techno blades? Said a computerized voice from the elevator speaker. First you call us pedestrians and now we're assailants? Jay said, offended. Zane started pressing buttons. Nothing's working. Perhaps a malfunction? He guessed. If the elevator's malfunctioning, I'll eat Jay's pudding cup, Irene said sarcastically. Guys, these must be the technoblades, Kai realized. We have to protect them with our lives. Irene frowned. Why are these technoblades so important? She wondered. Have it your way. Goodbye. The elevator began to drop at an alarming speed, pinning the ninja to the ceiling. Irene screamed. Let the elevator have the technoblades, Kai. I think it's made its point, Jay screeched. We have to get off this thing, Cole shouted. Going up, Kai said, breaking open the trapdoor in the elevator ceiling. Ninja, go, they shouted, jumping out of the elevator with the new geese and the technoblades. There, Zane shouted, pointing to an elevator coming up. As the 2 elevators passed each other, the ninja jumped onto the second elevator. The first elevator crashed into the ground. Looks like we just quit our day jobs, Cole remarked. Jay gasped, his eyes wide. Oh my gosh, our students, he cried. We have to make sure they're okay, Irene cried, worried. They jumped into the elevator and quickly changed into the new outfits, each one of them taking the technoblades. As the elevator door stopped, Jay looked down, admiring the blue fabric. I gotta say it, I love the new threads, he said. Irene nodded her agreement. I look fabulous. 3 security bots showed up, approaching menacingly. Oh yeah, 2 can play at this game, Kai said, pointing his blade at the robots. Nothing happened. What's with these things? How do we turn them on? He wondered. Here, let me try, Zane said, trying to cut a power line on the wall. It's not sharp. Why even call it a blade? He said. One of the robots fired a bolt of energy at the ninja, hitting the window. Oh snap, Jay muttered as the window broke, the sudden change in air pressure sucking the ninja out of the building. Cole grabbed onto a rope that was hanging and shouted, Grab on! The others clung to him. Ready to crash the party, boys? Irene called as they swung toward a window. They slammed into it, the glass remaining intact. That was a lot cooler in my head, Irene groaned as they slid down the glass. The ninjas screamed as they fell. They landed on a window cleaner's platform. The robot cleaner threw a spray bottle at Jay, hitting him in the head. Irene shoved it over the side and watched it break apart on impact. All right, start pulling, Cole ordered. The ninja started pulling the ropes, lowering the platform. Kai, what exactly did Borg tell you? Irene asked. Kai took a breath. He pulled me aside, looking really scared. He said to protect them with our lives, that all of Ninjago depended on it. I assume he was referring to the Technoblades. He said I was right, that he never should have built here. And that's when Borg said he was listening, he explained. Irene's eyes widened. He was talking about the Overlord, wasn't he? She said. Do you really think it's the Overlord? Jay asked. But how? We all saw Lloyd defeat him, Cole remembered. Defeat, yes, but can he be destroyed? Zane pointed out. I don't know, but we can, Jay said nervously as a hovercopter pulled up to them, cannons ready. Irene's hands glowed with indigo energy as she prepared to manifest a force field. Cole, throw me, Zane said. Excuse me? Cole said, bewildered. Throw me, Zane repeated. Cole did so, and Zane activated his technoblade and hacked into the copter, transforming and reprogramming it for his own purposes. What just happened? Kai gasped. The technoblade must have hacked the hovercopter system. Zane controls it, Jay realized. Cool, Irene exclaimed, grinning under her mask. They quickly attached the platform to the hovercopter and went to go rescue Nia, Wu, and the kids. They pulled up to where the students were. We need to get everyone on the bus. I have an idea, Kai shouted. Cole extended a hand. Come on, kids, jump on board, he encouraged. Kira, Alana, and the triplets wasted no time in getting on, and the rest soon followed. Just as Nia jumped on, Pixel grabbed her ankle, her eyes glowing red. This will be the end of your tour. Nia kicked her and scrambled on. Come on, she's one of them. We have to go, she shouted. Zane flew everyone to the bus, and the students loaded up. Get to the academy as fast as you can, sis. We need the golden ninja, Kai said. What about you guys? Nia worried. We must protect the people, Wu declared. Irene looked around at the mayhem in the streets. People were running and screaming as their technology went haywire and tried to attack them. A security mech tried to tip over the bus, making the kids scream. I'm on it. Ninja, go! Cole shouted, using the spinjitzu to get over the bus and behind the mech, pulling out several wires and shutting it down. No one calls me pedestrian. The kids cheered. I always said Mr. Cole was my favorite, Brad declared. No, you didn't, the triplets chorused. All right, so these technoblades can hack into their systems, Kai said as they huddled up. So, what do you say we do a little hack attack, Cole suggested. Zane, Kai, you take to the skies. I want Cole, Jay, and Irene on the ground, and I'll do what I can for the people, Wu said. Cole laughed. Anyone else feeling all tingly inside? He said. I do, Irene said, practically vibrating with excitement. Ninja, go, they shouted, splitting up to find their own vehicles. Zane took Kai to get another hovercopter, but a jet flew by and Kai chose to hack that instead. Yeah, haha, he whooped, trying to figure out the controls. Oh, seriously? Whoa, okay, not that button. A hologram of Cyrus Borg appeared on his dash. So you figured out how the technoblades work. What? Kai was confused. You must know they are far, far more important than you think, Cyrus continued. You mind explaining? Kai started, but he was interrupted. This is a pre-recorded message, but I can tell you that a few weeks ago we discovered a virus laying dormant in our system. The Overlord. Overlord? Kai repeated. He spotted several hovercopters chasing him and started with evasive maneuvers. You have to get the technoblades out of the city, because once he knows you have them, he'll never let you leave. I've also given you new outfits to help block the facial recognition software, Cyrus continued. Ugh, great. Style and function, Kai muttered, dodging a blast. Ugh, want to wrap it up? I'm a bit occupied at the moment. Had I known this would happen, I would never have built where the Overlord was destroyed. Goodbye, Ninja, and good luck, Cyrus said, and the hologram switched off. Can you guys handle that? Kai said over the comms. On it, Jay replied, jumping on a tank and hacking it. Ha! I love it! Hey, Cole, need a hand with those security mechs? He called. He fired off a round of missiles. Or maybe just some old-fashioned artillery fire? I think I got a handle on it, Cole called, jumping on a mech and hacking it. Yeah, stomping robots to robot stomper. Irene looked around for something she could use. Ah, perfect! She climbed on a hover bike and hacked the system with her technoblade. It transformed into a beautiful indigo illusion cycle. We have to get the technoblades out of the city, Kai said. But what about Sensei? We can't leave without him, Zane pointed out. Kai spotted him. There! I'll pick him up and meet you guys at the intersection of Wilfred and Fleming. Y'all heard him. Wilfred and Fleming. Let's go, Irene called, revving her engine and taking off. Woohoo! I love this thing. They met up, and the security mech surrounded them, closing in. They fought at them, getting in a defensive circle. There's too many. We'll never get out, Cole shouted. Keep fighting. They'll have to run out of batteries at some point, Kai reasoned. Well, I'm not so sure about that, Zane said. A giant golden dragon swooped down from the city, and golden power shut down the mechs, leaving behind a fine gold mist. The ninja cheered as Lloyd landed. Irene immediately went to hug him. It's good to see you. Lloyd chuckled. Robots versus ninja? Dare I ask? He said. All right, Cole whooped. You are a sight for sore eyes, Kai said, patting him on the back. So, you couldn't help yourself. The golden ninja. We meet again. A familiar voice hissed as a pair of malevolent red eyes appeared on a billboard. Irene clenched her fist. Overlord, I defeated you once, I'll defeat you again, Lloyd declared. Oh, I don't want to fight. I just want your power. The golden mist vanished as the mechs absorbed the power and started up again. Lloyd prepared to fight them, but Sensei Wu stopped him. No, Lloyd, your power is only making them stronger, he warned. But how do we fight? Lloyd asked. We don't. We need to get you and the Technoblades out of the city, Kai answered. I don't think he'll let us leave, Cole said, eyeing the mechs. I have an idea, but I don't have much time to explain. Listen close, Wu said. The ninja huddled together as Wu explained his plan. Ninja, go, they shouted, getting to their vehicles. I hope this works, Kai said. At 4.2% chance of success, I'd say our hope is slim, Zane said. That's why it's called hope, Zane, Jay told him. They split up to confuse the robots, Wu taking the technoblades rolled up in a blanket. He was supposed to hand them off to Kai and continue with the blanket to distract the Overlord into thinking he still had them. Then the ninja would meet up at the edge of the city. The plan went off without a hitch. The ninja got out of the city with Lloyd and the technoblades. We have to go back for him, Lloyd said worriedly. We will, but only when you are safe, Kai said. He wants these weapons, and for some reason he also wants you. Remember, this was Sensei's plan. They can't break him, Cole assured. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has yet to come. We need to worry about today, Zane added. You said it, Zane, Jay agreed. We will come back to New Ninjago City, and when we do, we'll be ready, Zane said. But for now, we find someplace safe to hide. They'll be looking for us, Kai said. Irene hoped that everything would be okay.